Congratulations! You paid off your mortgage and you are now free and clear. You don't have to think about making another mortgage payment starting next month. But now what? Hi, I'm Amol Heda with Keller Williams Bay Estates and author of Thriving Through Ownership. So it's a dream for a lot of us, not me, to have a paid off home and not worrying about paying the mortgage starting next month or at some point in your life. And for some, once that dream comes true, you have the next steps that you need to take. For the immediate moment though, the first thing that you need to ensure is that reach out to your lender and ask them for a letter of satisfaction of mortgage, that the mortgage has been paid and you don't owe anything to them anymore. That's number one. Number two step, get the satisfaction recorded in the county, and that's called as reconveyance. So what happens is, even though you bought the property, but because you have a mortgage on the property, you don't actually own the property. So the only time that you actually completely own the property is once the mortgage has been completely paid off. And so at this moment, once the mortgage has been paid off, that property is then completely yours. You own it and you live it, and you don't pay anything to the lender for the money that you used, borrowed money that you used to own the property. So technically, until now, until you had the mortgage, you did not own the property. And yet, you captured appreciation. And remember, you only put like 1/5, if you are doing a 20% down payment, to own and control the appreciation without actually paying that in full. So I hope you're understanding where I'm going with this. So getting the reconveyance done in the county so that the property does not have any more of that lender's name, that's key. Additionally, in the same technical steps, you should call your insurance agent and ask them to delete the name of the mortgagee as one of the additional insureds, because while you have the mortgage, you need to have lender insured. Say the property catches fire, just now like what you're seeing in Pacific Palisades, then the lender needs to get paid off, and that is why they have the record of lien holder on the document. You need to clear that. A lot of you that are doing it well and right have their property in the name of trust. So you will need to go ahead and update the trust documents also. And you'll need to let everybody know within your family that the mortgage is paid off, so that tomorrow somebody takes over and they start paying off the mortgage of a property that has no mortgage on it. Just think what will happen. So these are just some of the simple steps. But now I think it's a time for reflection. Because just imagine, you bought that property. Just today I was showing somebody one of the properties that one of my clients bought way back in 2010. Of course, it was the bottom of the market, and I helped them buy that property for 1.35 million right here in 95129 zip code. Guess, yesterday when I was looking up their home value, it was $3.7 million. So 1.3 became 3.7, which is almost 3 times. I don't think they would have imagined in their wildest dreams that their property get to that value. And how much was the down payment, if you can guess? About $300,000. So 300,000 of their own money became $3.7 million in just 15 years, 2010 to 2025. How would you make your money work exactly the way that it did for them? Or how would you make that much more money when you have paid down the mortgage? So now, because you don't have a mortgage, you have more money available to you each month. You have all the free liquidity available. So there are options for you. You could think of taking a line of credit. You could think of buy more property and leverage that. Or because you have excess cash flow, you could perhaps just enjoy. But here are 3 mistakes you should just not do. Do not cancel your insurance. I have seen a lot of people that think that, oh, I bought this property full cash. Should I even keep an insurance? Because insurance is a useless payment that I'm making just because the lender is forcing me to. Wildest mistake that you'll probably do. Number 2, do not try to cut short on the mortgage actually. I think you should be trying to find ways to leverage all this money that is now sleeping under the property to work for you. So that's the second thing. And remember to continue to pay your property taxes very regularly, because even though you paid off your mortgage, property taxes and insurance are still due and owed. So remember that these amounts, if you default, they are going to cost you a whole lot of money. Go and check how many properties you see that enter default because they did not pay their property taxes. Of course, there is a homestead exemption on a primary home. So if you're living in the property, there is a homestead exemption, and that will save you from the property getting into a default list. But you have to file for a homestead exemption. So if you found this video interesting, please share it with your friends or family. And if you have questions and would like to understand more of how to play with that money that you use to pay off the mortgage, I'm here to help. I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching. See you on my next one. Bye.